Subscribe to my YouTube channel and click the bell icon for the latest film interviews, features, and recommendations on the movies that matter.
Vidya Balan, it's so good to see you, Vidya.
Same here. Hi, Rajeev. How are you doing?
I'm very well, but first I'm going to start by wishing you Happy Vishu. It's Vishu, isn't it?
Yes.
It's your big
Thank
Malayalam
you.
New Year.
And happy Vishu, happy Baisakhi for yesterday.
Correct.
Shubha Navo Barsho to the Bengalis. So many festivals between yesterday and today.
Now we're under lockdown, but did you get to have the whole sadhya? Did you guys do it?
Not at all. As a matter of fact, we have something called the Vishu Kani. So in the morning, you wake up and your parents take you blindfolded to the altar at home, to the puja place or whatever, and then you open your eyes to abundance.
Okay.
And I obviously couldn't go over to my parents.
Yeah.
So in the morning, I called up my father on WhatsApp video.
Oh.
And I kept my eyes shut and he said, okay, now I'm I'm right there, so open your eyes. And then he explained it all to me.
How lovely.
It's just a ritual, but and everyone there had lunch together because my parents and my sister's family, they live in the same building.
Correct.
So my sister called to say, we missed you all so much. We had yummy lunch, but
Did you at least get someone to make you some payasam or no?
No, not at all.
Oh dear, you just missed it this year completely.
Yeah, I'm missing everything this year. But I have this girl who's not very familiar with South Indian cooking, and I don't cook at all.
Okay.
So there's no chance. But I'm just glad I could see that first thing in the morning.
Right.
Thank God for FaceTime and WhatsApp calls and Skype and everything.
Yeah. Vidya, how are you all holding up? How it's been now a few weeks in lockdown. What's the last few weeks been like? How would you describe it?
I have to tell you, Rajeev, the day our PM made that announcement, I went into a bit of a panic. I'd just come from an outdoor shoot, which we'd had to wrap a little earlier than expected. And I had no clue. We were shooting in the jungles near Bhopal.
Yeah.
And I had no idea. We didn't even have network. So I would only get network for a brief while when I came back to the room. So when Siddharth kept telling me that, this is a situation, I kept thinking, people are overreacting. So when I came to Bombay and this happened, it was a bit of a jolt.
Of course.
I was like, I remember getting a bit overwhelmed saying, oh my God, what have I come back to? But then I calmed down. I realized that it was just the shock of it. And I realized a lot of people were experiencing that. But, I guess it's probably the best decision for us given our numbers.
Yeah.
And post that, it's been fine. I'm actually a homebody, so I've been absolutely fine staying at home. I love cleaning; is therapeutic for me, so I do spring cleaning often.
Okay.
So this is like, for me, it's no big deal to be cleaning the house, But
only you would say that. Only you would say that.
I actually enjoy it, but I'm doing it on a regular basis, so I have to admit, Rajeev, by lunchtime, I'm gone. I need to take a nap.
Yeah.
And I've never taken a nap in my life. I hate sleeping in the afternoons.
Right.
And now suddenly I'm needing to I finish lunch, I watch a little bit of Trevor or, Stephen Colbert or whatever. By the time you know it, I'm falling asleep. So it's I think there's nothing I can complain about.
Yeah.
If there's one thing, the overpowering emotion that I've been feeling in these past 3 weeks is actually just gratitude.
Yeah.
Because I'm constantly giving gratitude for the fact that, we're safe. My loved ones are safe. Everyone's cared for. And especially when you read about the things about how people are struggling for, 2 square meals and how they're walking back home and everything, it just brings perspective. I feel like I've lost the right to complain about anything.
I saw a video, Vidya, that on Instagram story where you actually said thank you to a garbage cleaner, to someone who's cleaning up the garbage. And what struck me about that, I thought it was lovely that you did. But more than that, it was that reaction, that response of such shock, because they're so not used to that acknowledgement or that gratitude. That lady was just, she didn't even know how to respond because.
Yeah, and I think she was just like, she looked up. I couldn't even tell that she was smiling fully, and she just went back to doing what she was doing.
Yeah.
I found that amazing. I remember I remember I was driving back from town one Sunday a few years ago, and I saw someone cleaning the signal.
Yeah.
Your
a traffic light.
Yeah, your traffic light. And I was like, I've never seen anything like that.
Correct.
And I remember posting a video of that. I've lost it now. But there are so many things that we're not even aware of, take for granted.
Yeah.
Have we ever thought of, for example, I see these trucks, BMC trucks full of people on the beach every single day, keeping it clean. And I feel like that's so amazing.
Right.
And of course, again, I posted about that also before, but now all the more it becomes precious.
Yeah.
Because I'm sure they are worried, I'm sure their families are worried.
Right.
And of course, there are the doctors and the nurses and all other people in essential services who need to be given gratitude for and to. But I almost think like we're being prepared to enter into a new world.
Yeah.
If you know what I mean. I know that the conversation has pretty much been the same everywhere.
Correct.
Because it is going to be different. I don't think we're going to be able to go back to our old ways in a lot of ways.
Do you feel we're going to come out changed at the other side when we do come out, when this is over, when we step into the new world, like you rightly said? Do you feel like we're going to be different people? And if yes, Vidya, what do we need to, what qualities do you think we need to kind of sharpen, if necessary, to be able to, to kind of, make peace with that new world and survive in that new world?
I think one is just start realizing that we're not in a race.
Yeah.
That whatever you do, the sun will not rise before it's meant to, and the sun will not set before it's meant to.
Right.
So it doesn't matter what you pack your day with.
Right.
Whatever has to happen in life will take the amount of time it has to. I know this, I can also say this to you because, I'm at a certain, I feel, I've had certain experiences in life at a certain age and stage, but I feel these are, I've learned these precious lessons being an actor.
Correct.
And it's invaluable, Rajeev. It's like, what are we, and for example, I didn't know I was capable of so many things before.
Right.
For example, the AC at home conked yesterday. And I actually called the mechanic and tried to fix it on my own.
Wow.
It didn't get fixed fully.
Correct.
But I would have never done that. I would have just made that call. I think probably, I feel we'll begin to get a little more self-reliant and just.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's just being an actor that has spoiled me.
Correct.
That's also possible because you're used to.
You're so used to,
taking care of everything.
Correct.
For example, now when I do videos, and I have to hold the video or place the camera correctly, and I'm thinking, oh my God, these are small things that you just took for granted. That you had to just mouth lines, and someone would shoot the video, and you just all you had to do is post it.
Correct.
But now suddenly, sometimes when I have to do something for a brand, and my hand kept trembling because it was a 1-minute video. And holding it at a certain point, at some stage, in every take, the hand would quiver a bit, and I'd be like, oh my God. So, these are the things.
I'm sending you a selfie stick when all this is over.
No, I've got a selfie stick as a matter of fact, but even that sometimes, because it only allows you the horizontal, the vertical is a bit tricky. It's... Or I don't know whether I've just got an old version of a selfie stick. Maybe that's the problem.
No. You're right. It is horizontal. It is.
Yeah. So, just these things, I think we'll take less for granted.
Yeah.
And probably pay more attention. I think as difficult as these times are, and I don't want to sound like, holier than thou or anything, but I do think that we'll probably start investing more in ourselves, in the people around us, in our relationships. You know, I was speaking to someone yesterday and saying, imagine now people, for example, couples who have issues cannot run away.
Correct.
Cannot run away from it anymore. They have to confront it.
Correct.
And these can be very definitive times. You know, either then it can cement something or it can break it.
Correct. Further, yeah.
Or even within families, not just between partners.
Correct.
And yet, I feel like, you know, Siddharth and I would have never spent 3 weeks at home.
Right.
You know, God forbid, maybe someone was sick.
Correct.
Thankfully, that's not happened. But I'm saying, otherwise,
where's the
you even on a break day, you end up going out.
Right.
You rarely ever stay at home.
Correct.
There's family to visit. There are movies to go to, restaurants to go to, or you're traveling.
Yeah.
You know, so it's actually, I think, I know every nook and cranny of my house. Of course, there are people telling me that, you know, you're anyway a home bird, so it's no big deal.
Right.
But I do think that there are lots of positives to it. I live on the beach.
Yeah.
And I see birds of all kinds on the beach today.
Wow.
You know, it's amazing. I don't even know. I'm not very familiar with what birds and all, but I just use my iPhone to take videos. I took a video today, which is on Instagram story. There was like a flock of these white birds.
I saw that, yeah.
Yeah, and it's fascinating.
Yeah.
Because, you know, they're all just standing still. Maybe, I don't know whether they were having a conversation or what.
Right.
A little later, all of them started walking. It was so cute.
Yeah.
You know, so maybe this time will make us reconsider our priorities.
Yeah.
You know,
you, Vidya, were shooting Sherni, weren't you?
Yeah.
This is the film that you're making with Amit Masurkar, who directed Newton. You were shooting in the forests when the world changed, so to speak, around you. What was that like? You know, being at work. I mean, you spoke a little about it, but being at work and being told that you can't work any further. It was meant to be a one schedule film. It was meant to be done at one go.
Yeah. So we had 3 days of shoot left in that particular location, and then we were shifting location, but it would have been done in one.
Yeah.
You know, 2 schedules with a couple of days in between. But yeah, you know, now one is left wondering, you know, when are we going to be able to resume work? What are the dynamics going to be on a set?
Right.
You know, because especially while everyone else may be able to wear masks and gloves, I was having this chat with Shujoy.
Right.
And he said, what about you actors? You know, you all are going to have to talk to each other. You all can't use masks. You all are going to be in close, in physical proximity with each other.
Correct.
So, you know, there's so much that we're going to have to figure now.
Right.
But I'm not even thinking, you know, the film is, I think now at this point we're all just wanting to say bye Corona once and for all.
Right.
Or before that becomes even an issue. I know that the film will get made and inshallah it will get made when we get to it.
Right.
But I'm not so worried about that at this point.
And yet, Vidya, I feel like you more than others, because you're married, of course, to a producer who also happens to be the president of the Film and Television Producers Guild. You know, have a perspective. I mean, in terms of just how long it's going to take before cinemas open, how long it's going to take before, like you said, shootings are going to return to normal. Whether there'll be a change even in terms of films that are ready and made, and whether those films, whether one should wait, whether those producers should wait to put them out theatrically, or will the OTT way be the way to go? What are you hearing? I'm now kind of like, you know, I'm asking for gossip from what you've heard from the partner. But what are you hearing?
You should actually speak to Siddharth about this. But yes, I get a sense, you know, that no one really has a clue, because really this is an unprecedented situation. So everyone is playing this guessing game, and it's actually pointless because you don't know, like I said, you know, how it's going to be when this lockdown is released, you know, and I feel like everyone is feeling like the film industry is probably going to be the last to resume work.
Right.
Because of the density of people on any film set.
Right.
You know, I'm not talking about where there are in offices where the scripts are being developed, or you're in post-production, that's okay.
Yeah.
But then when you're on set, that is an issue. Also, when will people start going into theatres?
Correct.
I don't know. I believe someone was telling me that the theatre owners were saying it'll take them a month to get theatres cleaned.
Wow.
Sanitized, fumigation done and whatever.
Yeah.
And, it might, AMC, I believe, shut down a lot of...
They filed for bankruptcy, actually, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So, there are going to be those unfortunate instances also.
Right.
But I think in terms of going back to the theatres, that's probably going to be the last thing people do, because you don't want to be in an enclosed environment. Unless, of course, we're able to, find the vaccine sooner than later. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. So I think it is... and yet not, every industry needs to be active.
Correct.
For us to be able to sustain ourselves. But having said that, I feel that, we can probably manage this time.
Right.
I think we'll probably be able to get through it. And what's really heartening is that there are a lot of funds to help your daily wage laborers.
Right. Right.
Whether they're your dancers, your junior artists, your light boys, your camera attendants.
Right.
Your costume dadas.
Correct.
So I think I'm so glad that at least that's happening. There's something, that they've started to help actors, even Sintas.
Right.
Right.
All the unions and the guilds are coming together to, yeah.
Yeah, because there are lots of out of work actors.
Right. Correct.
And then there's also something called ADAA.
Okay.
I don't know if it's pronounced as ADA or what,
Uh-huh.
but basically it's because a lot of events are getting cancelled.
That's right.
So a lot of musicians, a lot of,
Correct.
people who work on events
right.
are out of jobs.
Yeah.
So, it's very heartening to know that these funds are being set up and that the money is going into the right hands.
Right.
And we should all do whatever we can.
We can do, yeah.
No, and really no amount is small.
Small, yeah.
Yeah.
Vidya, is this an opportunity to be able to catch up on? I mean, you said you watch Trevor Noah and you watch Colbert, but are you also watching sort of shows and films? How do you guys unwind in the evenings?
Yeah, so I just watched The Office, the British version, Ricky Gervais.
And that's the best one. I'm going to say this. That is the best.
I believe Siddharth watched it a few times and he kept telling me that, you must watch it, and I had a problem because it didn't have subtitles and the British accent is a bit difficult for me.
Right.
But thankfully now I found subtitles and I started watching it. It's just 2 seasons and such short episodes that I managed to watch it back to back.
Uh-huh.
I love the man!
Isn't he just the meanest guy?
Yeah, but to be able to pull that off with such conviction without being self-conscious, however great an actor you are, I think everyone wants to be liked.
Yeah.
But in the last episode, if you remember, when he finally asked to keep his job, you forget that he's been this obnoxious man all throughout. I have to tell you what I did. I actually went to the screen and I touched his face because I was like, oh my God. And Siddharth was like, it's funny when you do this because you're an actor.
You're an actor. You know it's make-believe. Yeah.
But I tend to get very, I think I get very emotionally invested.
Right.
And maybe even morally so. So I was like, oh. But I've also watched him in extras before this. I've watched him in that Afterlife.
That's right. Yes.
How lovely is he?
Yes.
Yeah, so I watched that. And then I've been watching Our Planet. One episode a day.
Correct.
Then what else have I watched? I watched. There was another show I watched. Oh my God, what's happened to me? Tiger King.
Yeah. Yeah, I haven't gotten to that yet, but I've heard so much.
You
I've heard so much about it.
It's so unbelievable.
Right.
You think that these to really see people in flesh and blood who are like him,
correct,
and the people surrounding him also, it's quite something. So we've been watching, and then a lot of news.
Sure.
from all over the world.
Yeah.
Because you just want to know what's happening where. And
right. You know, I don't know if you know, but they're actually now rerunning a lot of older shows on television, and one of the very popular ones is Hum Panch.
Yes! People have been telling me, and I said, please don't ask me for a quote, because I don't want people to see me like that. While the show was great, I was hideous.
But do you have memories of that? That was your first acting gig?
Oh, absolutely. And you have to see it to believe it. I was, if anyone had to be taught what enunciation meant, you had to make them watch me in it. I thought that was good acting, because I'm not a trained actor.
Correct.
If anyone said anything, I remember someone said that Satyadev Dubey used to make people enunciate every word until it began to flow easily. Until it began to flow easily, I forgot about. But I began to enunciate like crazy. And I was so awkward. I had not done this before. I was on an extremely successful show.
Yeah.
They all had their rhythm, and this was 1996, so I was 1996, I was 17,
Right.
So it was quite crazy.
Correct. Well, it's great fun, and I think people have, as viewers, we have a lot of great memories of that show. So it's great fun to sort of revisit it after.
No, I myself have memories as a viewer also. So the first year, I used to watch it unfailingly every Thursday at 8 o'clock. And I remember one Thursday, my mom and I were watching it together, and she said, but if you got something like this, it would be great. And guess what? The next thing I knew was, I was on the show.
Correct.
And it was great fun when we shot for it and stuff.
Right.
I couldn't stop laughing even then. I found, which is also why I was terrible in it, because most of the time, while people would be enacting the scene, I would be giggling. And most of my energy would go into not letting the camera see me.
We've come a long way since.
Yeah, really.
Well, the next film that we're meant to, of course, see you in is the Shakuntala Devi film, which, of course, now it'll move. It was meant to release in May.
Yeah.
How do you feel about that? I mean, is there when as an actor who's got a project that you loved and worked very hard on, and it's sort of it sort of hangs in this balance of uncertainty. Is there an anxiety? Is there a
because you end up planning your life like
correct.
You think you're planning it to the T. So I was supposed to come back from the Sherni shoot, and within a few days I was going to start promoting Shakuntala because it was due to release on the 19th of June.
Okay.
And then suddenly, initially it was the 8th of May, and then we moved to 19th of June.
Okay.
But suddenly now you're like, my Sherni shoot is not complete.
Correct.
And I don't know when Shakuntala is going to release. So everything's up in the air. It is. But like I'm saying, Rajeev, I keep saying, there are bigger things to think about.
Of course.
So things will happen the way they have to, when they have to.
Right.
And I just hope whenever it releases, that it's received with a lot of love.
Yeah.
I'm also wondering what we're going to do, how we're going to promote films now.
Correct. This will
because
probably become a thing. This
will probably be the way we promote films.
Right.
I think the OTT platforms are a great option.
Yeah.
But I don't know at what stage,
correct.
producers are going to consider that.
Right.
There's always a lure of releasing it in the theatre.
Of course.
Especially when you've not made it for the platform.
Correct. And I would imagine there are budgets and there is money at play. And there
are so many variables involved. No?
Correct.
So I think those are not things that I need to concern myself with. Vikram Malhotra, Bancha needs to think about that.
Right.
But, it's just that we'll put our best foot forward when it's time. That's all.
Right. But finally, Vidya, when we go back to a normal life, whatever normal is going to mean when this is all over, what are you looking forward to the most? What do you feel like it's like it'll be the first thing that you want to do?
I want to go and see my family who are 5 minutes away.
Right.
Because now when we go grocery shopping or whatever, I call them to the balcony and I wave out to them.
Yeah.
because my father's also 75.
Correct.
He's going to be 75 in a week.
Oh wow.
My mother's nearing 70, so I don't want to put them at any sort of risk.
Of course.
And I wave out to my niece and nephew. We do FaceTime calls, and so I think meeting families first. I just want to go and give them the tightest hug. Rajeev, I'm also wondering how we're all going to meet each other now. Whether we're going to hug, whether we're going to shake hands,
or just namaste for some time.
Namaste, or just smile, or what?
Yeah.
It's going to be different.
True.
Yeah.
But I hope next week, I hope y'all can do the birthday on a video call. I hope y'all can sort of sing happy
absolutely.
Birthday together.
A lot of people are doing it. I told my father, ideally, I'd like to go and just at least see him.
Of course.
But I don't know, because post the 20th, it might get a little more stringent.
Yeah.
But let's see.
Yeah. Well, thank you, Vidya. Thank you. And, looking forward to seeing you in person the next time. Face to face, hopefully sooner rather than later.
Absolutely.
I feel like you're holding up really well. You've got the positivity, and I think that's infectious. So thank you for that. I feel like, if I can draw some of that from you.
And thank you for having me.
Thank you. My pleasure.
I enjoyed chatting with you in a new way.
Always. Thank you so much and see you soon.
Thank you. Take care.
Bye-bye.